The Quran 6 times, who is Hamam. Some Muslims have certainly heard the name Haman. He was a maid or official, minister or advisor, of the pharaohs in Egypt. Friends who believe, before continuing to the video, do not forget to subscribe channel Bani ILYAS somewhat you do not miss videos. Another interesting video. Click on like and share to help share Islam and share knowledge. In the Quran, the name Haman is mentioned 6 times. Each of them is contained in Al-Qasas 28, verses 6, 8 and 38. Quotations from the Quran, Al-Qasas 28 verse 6. And we confirmed their position on the earth, and we showed Pharaoh and Haman with their troops what they had always feared from them. This is a quote from the Quran, Al-Qasas 28 verse 8. So he was picked up by the family of Pharaoh so that later, he would become enemies and sorrow for them. Indeed, Pharaoh and Haman together with their troops are guilty people. The following quote from the Quran, Al-Qasas 28 verse 38. And Pharaoh said, O my superiors! I do not know there is a God for you besides me. So, burn clay for me, O Haman, to make bricks, then make a tall building for me so that I can go up to see the Lord Moses, and I'm sure that he is a liar. Surah Al-Ankabut 29, verse 39, and Surah Al-Mu'min Al-Ghafir, 40 verses 24 and 36. Excerpt from the Quran, Al-Ankabut 29 to 39. This is a quote from the Quran, Al-Ghafir 40 to 24. To Pharaoh, Haman and Qarun, then they said, Moses is a magician and a liar. Excerpt from the Quran, Al-Ghafir 40 verse 36. And Pharaoh said, O Haman, make me a tall building for me to reach the doors. And also Qarun, Pharaoh, and Haman. Indeed, Moses had come to them with real information. But they are arrogant on earth, and they are people who are not spared from the punishment of Allah. And, said Pharaoh, O Haman, make me a tall building so that I may reach the gates, that is, the doors of heaven, so that I may see the Lord Moses, and in fact I look at him a liar. Al-Mu'min 36 to 37. And, said Pharaoh, O my people, I do not know God for you but me. So, burn, O Haman, for me clay, then make for me a tall building so that I may ascend to see the Lord Moses. And, indeed, I am right truly convinced that he was a liar. Al-Quran Surat Al-Qasas verse 38. Based on this information, it can be seen that Haman was an official of the Pharaoh and was a contemporary of the Prophet Musa. He was tasked with helping Pharaoh in carrying out all his orders, such as making tall buildings. And, Haman is an ally of Pharaoh. In studying the Quran, it was identified that Haman appeared after the return of Moses from Madian. It was Haman who advised Pharaoh to reject the religious mission of Moses. During the flight of the children of Israel from Egypt, Haman drowned with Pharaoh and his army in the Red Sea. In the kingdom of Pharaoh, Haman occupied several important royal positions as minister, advisor to the king, especially in the religious field, and as executor of the tower construction project. Haman was ordered by Pharaoh to make a tower that Pharaoh would use to see Lord Moses. Making the tower requires 50,000 workers and does not include craftsmen to make temples. It is said that, after the tower construction was completed, Pharaoh fired arrows from the top of the tower to defeat Lord Moses. Pharaoh lied to Moses that his Lord was dead by showing his bloody arrow. According to some commentators, Pharaoh had secretly dipped the arrow in blood. It was Haman who advised Pharaoh to reject the religious mission of Moses. During the escape of the children of Israel from Egypt, Haman sank with Pharaoh and his army. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to channel Bani ILYAS.